Hey guys, thanks for coming back to my countdown to Endgame. Today I'm talking about the 18th feature in the MCU, Black Panther, released in 2018. So just like Spider-Man Homecoming, this is more of an introductory piece for Black Panther. We've seen both of them introduced kind of in Civil War, but this went deeper into the realms of their story. Here you have Black Panther. It's not really an origin film because he was already the prince of Wakanda, his father dying in Civil War. This film now claims him as the next king of Wakanda. So T'Challa now is the fight for the crown, eventually with the main villain of this film. And this talks about mainly the heritage of Wakanda, where it was, where it is now, and where King T'Challa will take it in the foreseeing future. Once again, the cast is amazing. Forgive me if I mispronounce any of these names. Chadwick Boseman as Black Panther. You have Michael B. Jordan as the main villain, Killmonger. And the cast also includes Lupita Nyong'o, Diana Guri, Martin Freeman, Letitia Wright, Angela Bassett, Andy Serkis, and Forest Whitaker. Though I do like everyone in this movie, I feel all the women have very great, strong roles in this film, very great dialogue. My favorite woman of them all is Shuri, T'Challa's sister. She is so funny. Her lines are great, and along with that, she kind of reminds me of a woman version of Q from the James Bond movies. She has all the gadgets for T'Challa to use in combat. She creates the armor for him in order to protect him. So she was a great addition to this movie, and I'm hoping we see her in Endgame. So I like this movie, but I have to be honest, I do think it's a bit overrated in regards to when it was being promoted and also when it was nominated for 7 Oscars, including Best Picture. I was completely surprised about that. Culturally significant? Yes, I agree with that. As a film, in regards to filmmaking, it's pretty standard. I do think it deserves some of the rewards it won, such as production design, the score, and costume design. They were all great. But when it comes to the rest of the MCU, it kind of aligns with the rest of these movies, and to go along with that, to be fair, some of these movies in the MCU, or should I say all of them, are not really Best Picture material. If I had to pick one, I would probably say The Winter Soldier, just because of the writing, because it did something different. This film is not really anything new, but like I said, culturally, yes, it's something big, and that's something that should be appreciated. So with that, I do praise it for being nominated for Best Picture for that reason, but also because this is the first superhero movie to achieve this feat. And hopefully with this happening, we could see in the upcoming future more movies in this genre that will be taken more seriously. So I'm happy for that, and we'll just see where it goes from there. I'm just a bit surprised that this movie was Best Picture. So here's a cool fact for any of you that know a lot about history. Back in 1966, the month of July, when this character was created, 2 months later in September, the Black Panther Party was created in history. So during this time, people were confused between the party and Black Panther, associating it with the same thing. So it was decided to change Black Panther to Black Leopard. Obviously that didn't work out, so they changed that. So connections to Endgame? I don't see much. Just like with Homecoming, this is just a movie about this character to get to know him, and they did a good job with it. Even though I think it's a bit overrated, it was fun to watch because you get to see how Wakanda is. You get to look inside this new world, which I've said before, these movies introduce us to new territories, and here we have Wakanda. We get a better feel of T'Challa and how he deals with his kingdom. So it was fun overall, and I do look forward to a Black Panther sequel. I don't know if that will be nominated for Best Picture, but we'll just see. Though in regards to connecting to the rest of the MCU, the post-credit does give you a little foreshadowing of T'Challa revealing to the world that Wakanda and its technologies do in fact exist, and they're willing to help the rest of the world.
My name is King T'Challa, son of King T'Chaka. I am the sovereign ruler of the nation of Wakanda. And for the first time in our history, we will be sharing our knowledge and resources with the outside world. Wakanda will no longer watch from the shadows. We cannot. We must not. We will work to be an example of how we as brothers and sisters on this earth should treat each other. Now more than ever, the illusions of division threaten our very existence. We all know the truth. More connects us than separates us. But in times of crisis, the wise build bridges, while the foolish build barriers. We must find a way to look after one another as if we were one single tribe.
Now, to end this, I don't want to bash anyone that likes this movie. I don't want to start any arguments. I'm just giving my opinion, how I think about it. It's overrated to me, but it's a fun movie, and that's what matters in the end. I know some of you may think differently and think it's one of the better movies of the MCU, and that's what makes opinions so important, that we have differences and we can talk about it. So go ahead and share that in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Next up will be Infinity War. It's the big one, and we're almost done here. After that, I got Ant-Man and the Wasp and Captain Marvel, and we are heading towards the end game. So I'm excited. Tell me if you're excited. Don't forget to leave those comments. You'll have a good week. I'll see you at the movies.